Hello everybody and welcome back to Marble Madness. Today we have the Elite 8 Final Four and the Championship all in one video, and the course is very similar to last season. The first and second segments, being the side-by-side and plinko, are the same, but here's where the new part of the track comes in. A little funnel piece right there into the stair stepping, and we call it the trampoline descent because marbles will bounce off of those custom tracks as they make it down to the bottom. It's a 2-story tall track. And for a little bit of background, Royalty is the only marble who's been this far before last season, eventually going out in the Elite 8. He's going to be looking to right the ship this time and make it past. Now we have Celtic and Parrot going down. And here they go, side-by-side racing. It's close, but now Parrot's got it. Big advantage for him. Celtic is going to block, and now Celtic's in front. Race can usually be won and lost in the plinko segment. Parrot, though, not giving up, and actually goes over. He passes Celtic, gets the win. Huge win for Parrot, and he pulls off the upset in the trampoline descent segment. Not one that you'd probably see a lot of passing on, but it works out nonetheless. And yeah, he just got a lot more speed at the end there than Celtic had, and unfortunately for Celtic, who's had such a good run, it's going to end at the hands of the 16, who's now going through pretty much everybody on his warpath. And now a 15 versus a 1, where we see another upset. Right now it is Tide Pod leading. Now Electric Eel's going to go, tries to get the pass by bouncing over him, but Tide Pod blocks, and Tide Pod, because of that block, is going to win the race, and we'll have a 16 versus 15 Final Four matchup, and we're guaranteed to have a finalist of one of the 2 lowest seeds in the tournament. How crazy is that? Electric Eel just did not have the pace. He went for all or nothing there at the end of the plinko segment. Just could not keep up with Tide Pod. Unfortunate for him, but a very interesting matchup for our Final Four. Now Group 3, this is to represent them in the Final Four, and it's Royalty leading the Ghosts right now. Going through, continues to lead into the plinko board section. Ghost, nice drop down. Royalty had a big lead, but they dropped down flawlessly through it, and Royalty is about to get eliminated for a second year in a row in the Elite 8. This time to a Marble Summer Championship rival in the Ghosts. And they will officially be the highest seed representing their team in the finals, as our next matchup is between 6 and 12. And the winner of this will play the Ghosts for a spot to the finals. Tree Frog, who's been on a really good stretch of racing recently, being runner-up in the Marble Winter Games, now trying to go all the way in Marble Madness, but loses a lot of time here. Vampire, it would take a miracle for him to lose this race, and he will not. Good finish from Vampire, and Tree Frog is stuck up top, not even going to be able to finish the course, and his run comes up just shy here in the Elite 8. Unfortunate for him, but it's all he could do there, and Vampire just took the better strategy there, took the inside line and just beat Tree Frog completely, and Tree Frog just didn't have enough pace to make it down. And so that's your Final Four now. Parrot, Tide Pod our first, and then Ghost versus Vampire will be our second. Interesting matchups here as we go into our first of the 2 matchups. Here we go, Parrot versus Tide Pod. Winner goes to the finals, loser goes home. Parrot with the lead. Now he's going to keep it through the plinko section, and it's close though. Tide Pod right on his tail, but a really bad section, and that gives Parrot all the time he needs to go to the final. And it'll be Parrot versus either the Ghosts or Vampire. A little monster matchup for you in the other Final Four match, but Tide Pod's run ends here, but Parrot, the 16 seed, looking to go all the way, and that would be just such an insane story if he could pull it off. But the Ghost versus Vampire trying to be his challenger. Here we go. It is Ghost with the lead, but an awkward section through the plinko does recover it though off of the wall. Now here he goes, and he's going to go all the way down. Insanely fast time. Vampire with no answer, and the Ghosts will verse Parrot in the finals to determine Marble Madness champion. They took such a tight angle, both of them did, that they hopped over the barrier to get into that little funnel area and go into it. They went over it. Kind of weird there, but we have our final built up here. Parrot versus Ghosts. If Ghosts win, Ghosts are locked through, and Parrot will get a spot in the qualifiers because Ghosts would free one up. Otherwise, Parrot locks in, and Ghosts is still in the qualifiers. So, this is how it goes. Here we go. Ghosts with the lead. Now as they go into the side-by-side, Ghosts are keeping it. Into the plinko board section. Parrot trying to give a chase. He's a little bit behind. Now he's right on his back. Here we go. Into the final section. Ghosts with the lead. Trying to close it out, and they do. Marble Madness goes to the Ghosts for its second season. in a championship will put them through to the Marble Summer Championship, auto-qualified. But the good news for Parrot because of this is that they're just into the qualifiers anyway. They would have had a spot in the qualifiers if they lost, or they would have made it straight into the competition if they won. Either way, it works out for him, but he just does not have that title of Marble Madness champion. That goes to the Ghosts, and what a tournament it has been. Tons of upsets, crazy runs from the underdogs, and I really hope you enjoyed. This was an awesome tournament to make, one of my favorites by far. I do hope you enjoyed. So if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And then come back in a couple of weeks where we'll be out with the Marble Summer Championship qualifiers and maybe another video soon. Take care.